AITA for yelling at my wife for disposing of the toy my daughter's mother made for her? My first wife passed away in 2018. We have a 16-year-old daughter together, and most of her toys were made by her mom since she was into sewing. As we moved out and left town, and my daughter got older, she kept only one toy that her mom made. It's a stuffed toy that she keeps by her bedside. My current wife commented on it several times, saying it was too childish and my daughter is too old to keep it by her bedside. My daughter told me about those comments and I told my wife to stop. Yesterday, I discovered that my wife threw away this toy after reorganizing my daughter's room. A week after my daughter turned 16. My daughter was crying and I lost it on my wife as she tried to explain that she was preparing my daughter's room to be more mature. I yelled at her, saying throwing the toy away was an overstep, but she said if she kept it then my daughter will act stubbornly and put it back on her bedside when she shouldn't, and assured me her friends will make fun of her if they see it, so she's doing this for her good. I told her she had no permission or say and she might have just destroyed my daughter's relationship with her for good. She started crying, saying I was being unfair when all she did was try to help, then went to a hotel because she couldn't stand hearing my daughter throw a fit anymore. She's still there and I haven't called her yet, despite her mom asking me to hear her out and be graceful to her. I'm angry on my daughter's behalf, but at the same time I think I mishandled this. NTA. You need to decide if keeping this woman around is worth losing your daughter over. NTA. Your wife did something unforgivable. I'm 40 and still sleep with my teddy bear. I took it to college. I took it to sleepovers in high school. No one ever made fun of me. And if they had, I would know they weren't worthy of friendship. Also, I've been married for 20 years and have 3 kids. NTA. If what she said was true and she had good intentions, don't you think she would have put the toy in a box in the attic, in one of your daughter's cabinets, drawers, or wherever you keep your kids' baby things? NTA. I want to cry for your daughter. She's probably so hurt, and this is definitely a traumatic event she'll always remember. I would divorce your wife. There's no coming back from this. NTA. Special things are special things no matter how others feel about them. I'm 40 and I still have a pillow my mom made me when I was a baby and she's still alive. I'd be crushed if someone threw it away. Any chance the trash hasn't been picked up yet and it could be recovered? NTA. In addition to being extremely insensitive to your late wife's memory, it was also a controlling, jealous, manipulative move to rid your home of your late wife. NTA. I am 40 and still have a stuffed white bear I got when I was 4 from my godfather who passed away when I was 12. When people ask, they think it's cute and super sweet. I've kept it. Your wife sounds weirdly jealous of this stuffed animal, and possibly your deceased wife, and pushing her feelings onto everyone else. I'm wondering where you all able to find it, or it gone for good. Hopefully she has some other things of her mom's. It may not be the same, but at least it's something. Your wife is a pathetic, jealous monster. How dare she? I have a blankie I still sleep with every night that my grandma gave me when I was born. There are holes in it. It is very well loved. No one has ever made fun of me for it. Not friends. Not boyfriends. No one. I'm 39. If anyone threw it away, God help them. All hell would break loose. I am so livid for your daughter. Do not call your wife. She is jealous of your dead wife and didn't care about hurting your daughter. If I were you, I'd be reconsidering this whole marriage. NTA. NTA. What kind of cold-hearted person does something like this? I'm heartbroken for your poor daughter, who may be growing up but is still a child. God knows what she'd think of me. I still have one of my stuffed bears from when I was a baby and I'm 33. It's normal to keep sentimental items and doesn't determine whether someone is immature or not. But destroying other people's possessions is really quite immature. NTA Her mother died. That bear was way more than just a toy. I feel like your wife feels like she's in competition with your daughter's mother, and that's a problem. She can't compete where she doesn't compare. You should reevaluate y'all relationship. Not only are you NTA, but any reaction less than what you had would make you emphatically ta. If your wife seriously lacks the basic compassion and human decency necessitated to understand how heinous her behavior was, I would pack her bags for her. This had nothing to do with the toy and everything to do with your late wife. What a petty woman. NTA. NTA, of course. If it had been me, I would be in jail. But please, up. So many have asked. Please update us here if you are going to be able to or have already retrieved the stolen toy. My heart aches for your daughter. NTA. Sounds to me like your wife is feeling second best to your first wife. Which is understandable. You didn't leave her because it didn't work out. She died. That being said, she absolutely did the wrong thing and is making excuses for why she did it. Talk to her. Get to the root of why she did this. I promise. It wasn't because she was preparing your daughter's room to be more mature. This is a you problem, I think. Feeling second to a dead woman. Not trying to be rude by my wording. Must be absolute hell. It's expected with the daughter, but you are her spouse. Maybe try talking through this with a therapist as a couple. I wish you luck. NTA. Your wife is horrible. I am 49 and I still have my favorite stuffed toy from childhood in my room. I am sorry that she did this to yourself, daughter. Hugs to her. NTA. You made very clear to your wife that this toy was off limits. Your wife is very much in awe. Good luck with your daughter ever having an okay relationship with her. This is straight up evil stepmother, vengeful, sadistic behavior. NTA. Wife is insecure and childish. Is dumpster diving to get it back an option? NTA. She wasn't helping. She was explicitly ignoring you and daughter's wishes and doing whatever she wanted. Whether that he imposing the BS she believes to be true about maturity and owning toys, or just outright getting rid of it because she doesn't like the reminder. Also, on that topic, she's just flat out wrong. I'm a 29-yo woman who still has my favorite teddy bear and remnants of a baby blanket sewn by my mom and grandmother, and it's purely out of sentimental reasons. It's completely normal to hold on to precious toys, stuffed animals, photos, clothes, literally whatever if it means something to you. It'd be one thing to constantly carry it around, but just having it is totally normal. Also, no one is gonna make fun of her for having it. Even if they did, your daughter, I assume, would respond with, well, my deceased mother made it for me by hand, and the person making fun would feel like the awe they are. She's crossed a lot of boundaries here. And you're absolutely correct that she very well may have ruined whatever relationship she may have had with your daughter. She may have also tainted some part of your relationship with her. Good on you for standing up to her for your daughter. On behalf of the mother of your child and first wife. And for yourself. Do not cave and tell her that what she did was okay. Because it absolutely wasn't. She needs to own up to what she's done. Depending on how long ago she did it, she needs to scour the trash bags or can or whatever to try to get the toy back. And she needs to sincerely apologize to you and your daughter. With no expectations that this will heal over quickly. If at all. NTA. She specifically saw a thing that reminded your child of her mother and got rid of it. It would be an overstep if she got rid of any item that is specifically your daughter's that your daughter treasures. But the fact that she got rid of something specifically to remind your daughter of her dead mother is so incredibly wrong. I don't know how you could stay with that person. NTA, not only is it a sweet reminder, but it's also not at all weird for a teenager to have a stuffed toy. I'm 24 and I still have a couple old stuffed animals.
If you enjoyed this video, please check out our playlists full of similar content. AmITheAsshole is like doom scrolling for your ears. Please like, share, and subscribe.